And welcome to the campus of Huron High School as the hometown River Rats take on their crosstown rivals, the Pioneers in women's field hockey. I'm Pete Poyer along with Nick Wisniewski right here on City TV Sports, bringing you all the action. How you doing tonight, Nick?
Pete, I am doing very well. As usual, it's a pleasure to be up here in the booth with you in Ann Arbor to see some great Ann Arbor High School action.
And we're just about to get this match underway. Both teams getting their last instructions from their coaches. Head coach for Pioneer is Jane Nixon. And the coach for Huron is Tia Sutton.
Tia Sutton, a Huron alum, would not tell me exactly what year she graduated, as most women will hesitate to do. But she's got a vested interest in this program here, and she's very committed to her girls and this high school.
Well, the Pioneers are ready for play. And now Huron makes its entrance onto the field. And here in a set. Oh, the coaches are checking to make sure everything is ready to go. And we're underway. Pioneer with the opening possession. Now pass up the field, intercepted by Huron. That was Casey Emmerman with the intercept, but Pioneer gets it right back. Long pass down the field is going to be too far. And it's picked up by Huron. Ball out of bounds. It'll be Pioneer's possession. Another quick whistle. Now Pioneer passes in the middle, intercepted by Huron. Ball over on the far side of the field, out of bounds. It'll stay River Rat possession. Brienne O'Donnell will start the play for the River Rats. Long pass attempted but intercepted by Pioneer. And a ball heading for the back line, but stopped. That's O'Donnell over there playing defense for the River Rats. A long pass up the field connects. And Huron with their first possession in the Pioneer zone. Long pass doesn't connect, will be recovered by Pioneer. Nice intercept there. And a whistle out of bounds will be Pioneer possession. And Pioneer attempting to clear out of bounds off of a River Rat, so it'll stay Pioneer possession. Nice attempt at the intercept there by Emmerman. But it went out of bounds. It'll be Pioneer possession. Now on the turnover. Long pass downfield. That's going to be out of bounds.
That long pass by senior defense Keely Earhart. There she is again, anchoring that defense. as any good senior will be doing, as any good captain will be doing.
Well, another foray by Pioneer into the Huron zone, intercepted once again by O'Donnell. Clearing pass is intercepted by Pioneer. One player hits the deck.
Got an obstruction penalty there. And we'll see Pioneer with a free hit right here. See, one thing we'll see with that nice wide shot we've got there, Pete, is this game really is played an awful lot like soccer, in as much as players will be supporting each other quite a bit from 5 to 7 yards away.
Good point, Nick. Seems both teams still trying to get a little bit organized with their passing. A lot of intercepts by both teams. Neither team with any concerted offensive effort yet.
You know, field hockey is no different than any other big-time sport. When you got a big rivalry going on, you're going to feel out your opponent. And that's clearly what's going on right now with these crosstown rivals. Also worth mentioning right now that Pioneer and Huron are both undefeated thus far in the season.
That shot sails wide. More of a crossing attempt. Now turnover at Pioneer possession. Most of the action down in the Huron defensive zone so far. Now long pass up the middle. Picked up by the River Rats. Right at midfield. Mariel Ward sends another shot down the field into the Pioneer zone. Can't be collected by Christina Daniels. Now she gets it. Check that, that's Katie Yates.
Katie Yates there, number 19, junior captain for the River Rats.
Now River Rats first time down deep in the Pioneer zone. That one's going to go out of bounds. It'll be Pioneer possession.
In the background there, you'll see one of our two officials for this evening's match.
It's Carly Brown in net for the Pioneers. Carly Brown in net for the River Rats, rather.
I believe we've got Cameron Evans in goal, senior goalkeeper for Pioneer.
Now Huron will start the play once again. Pioneer doing a good job of attacking the person carrying the ball and disrupting Huron's play. Now picked up once again by O'Donnell. And pass is intercepted. Now into the far corner for Huron. There's Katie Yates over there in the far corner.
And right there, apparently we had a defensive foul inside the striking circle. So there'll be a penalty corner ensuing here.
We got a corner for Huron, number 7, Brian O'Connell.
It's like Hannah Gadway.
Play started. Good knock away there by Pioneer. They have a whistle, and it's Pioneer possession. Ball out of bounds. It's going to stay River Rat possession. Jen Durbin will start for Huron. Her short pass is quickly intercepted by Pioneer. Now that long pass is going to miss everybody. Devin O'Donnell will go back to get it for the River Rats, but her pass is intercepted. A quick penalty, and back to Huron.
And you know, Pete, it definitely is worth mentioning that these young ladies are not afraid to get in front of that ball. And that ball, not soft, actually very heavy, very hard, a little bit larger than a lacrosse ball.
Oh, Rats responding a little bit more pressure on offense in this part of the first half.
Yeah, with 19:40 to go here, they've definitely switched it over here a little bit and gotten the ball down in the Pioneer end quite a bit.
Long pass down the far sideline. Broken up by Pioneer. And ball out of bounds. It'll go back to the River Rats.
And again, Pete, to keep with the soccer comparisons, because I really do feel that this game has a lot more in common with soccer than it does its ice hockey counterpart. If you take a close look at these girls, again, they move in triangles, 5 to 7 yards apart, trying for mostly smallish support passes throughout.
Quick whistle there. Huron will retain it. That pass doesn't connect. And Pioneer will send it downfield. Another long pass out of bounds. That's going to go back to Pioneer. Pioneer trying to get out of their own zone. Huron doing a good job at least keeping the play down in the Pioneer defensive area.
Yeah, you see a lot of their midfielders getting in there, what I guess the lay people would call a poke check, but in field hockey they'll call a jab. And they're doing a great job of that so far.
Pass intercepted by Pioneer. Long chase after it. Both teams doing a really good job of getting in the other's passing lanes and breaking up a lot of these passes, making it very difficult for any offensive concerted effort by either team.
Yeah, as far as field hockey is concerned, you're not going to see a whole lot of breakaways.
A long carry down there by Yates. Out of bounds will be Pioneer possession. Oh, timeout on the field.
Timeout, Pioneer.
Not sure who called that timeout, whether it's Pioneer or Huron, but just again, a quick review of the rules. You only get 2 per game, and you must be in possession of the ball when you call said timeout, or if it comes after a goal. So you do have to wonder, Pete. I wonder, coach calls that timeout if there's something strategically that they're worried about or wondering about. Maybe just give the girls a quick rest here.
Well, they could be changing their strategy a little bit, maybe get a little bit more offensive pressure. At this time, difficult to tell because both teams have been doing a very good defensive job so far in this game and keeping the other from getting any real clean shots on goal.
Agreed, and you hit the nail right on the head when you said that they were getting in those passing lanes and making sure to break up any big passes along the way.
Timeout over. Huron back on the field. Pioneer now breaking up their gathering, ready to get this match back underway.
.47 left after that timeout, and we'll take a look at both goalkeepers here before the play starts up again.
Oh, a Pioneer timeout as they start the action. Huron moving it cross field. Trying to create a little bit more room to move the ball forward. That pass is too far, out of bounds, back to Pioneer.
And back a second ago, you did see Huron changing fields a little bit, and that goes back to my soccer analogies of switching fields, gets the defenders on their heels a little bit, forced to move around a little bit more than they'd enjoy. Nice little jab there.
Nice job by Ammerman intercepting that pass.
And that went off the end line of Huron, so there'll be a 16-yard free hit for Pioneer.
Now bouncing pass intercepted by Sophia Vancouver. Yes, just like the town.
One of my favorite towns.
Another pass at midfield, intercepted by the River Rats. Maybe that's what the timeout was all about there, Nick. Too much time spent in their own defensive zone. And as of yet, after the timeout, they still haven't been able to break it out on a consistent basis over midfield and get into scoring territory.
No, the possession has been great for Huron. A minute ago, you saw some nice stick work from Huron forward. And obviously, possession is the name of the game.
Shelby Sapika hitting the turf. Penalty called. It'll be Pioneer possession. They get the free hit. Quickly intercepted by Huron's Hannah Gedway.
Even 12 minutes to go here in this game, and still a lot of midfield play going on.
Nice cover up there by O'Donnell as the attempted intercept went through, and she picked it up. And Huron will clear it down the field. Long pass, race for it.
Looks like the ball went off of Pioneer's defensive stick.
Will be inbounded over there near the far corner. Clearing pass intercepted at midfield by Huron. Once again picked up by Huron. Another quick penalty, and it'll be Pioneers' ball. Ammerman took a stick to the leg.
Maybe Huron free hit.
All the way downfield and out of bounds. It'll be possession for Pioneer. A long pass picked off by Huron on the far sideline.
There's a penalty on that one as a raised ball in the striking circle.
The corner for Huron, number 7,
Another opportunity for
Brianna
Huron.
O'Donnell.
Another raised ball off the
Corner
defense, so
for
we'll have
Huron.
basically a replay of the Huron opportunity once again on offense.
A second ago, we got a good look at senior goalkeeper Cameron Evans. Also worth noting that unlike her ice hockey counterparts, she doesn't have a glove to catch this ball with. All a goalkeeper can do in field hockey is bat it down with the underside.
A long pass picked up by Pioneer. Nice intercept by Ammerman. He's got it. Heading downfield, passes it off.
Great play there by the captain, Casey Ammerman. Intercepting a pass and then leading a quick rush up the field.
Well, picked up by the Huron defense after the long pass by Pioneer to try and break it out of their own end. And now trying to carry it down into the Huron offensive or defensive zone. And that's going to be, ball's going to be over the end line.
Last touch by Pioneer, so that'll be a 16-yard free hit.
Intercepted by Huron. Well, Pioneer with his first extended play in the Huron zone in quite a long time. And by extended, at least a minute's worth, as most of the play has been down in the other zone. And missed hit out of bounds and go right back to Pioneer.
Yeah, with 4.5 minutes to go in this half here, Pete, Pioneer's definitely trying to make their push on things.
Lots of intercepted passes by both teams. No one really controlling right at this point in the game. A quick foul, Pioneer possession. Pioneers' first opportunity on the stick infraction, so on the penalty, Pioneer with their first opportunity of this nature.
Corner Huron.
Pretty hot pass into the middle, settled down. Trying to steer it on net. That'll be off the end line. It'll be River Rat possession.
Saw the Pioneer forward kind of in the corner of the net, and they're trying for some sort of deflection. But just lots of River Rats there in front of her. Two minutes to go here. It looks like Pioneer's building some momentum.
Now play into the near corner.
Out of bounds, look, would be last touch Pioneer, so Huron with their free hit. Once again, it's going to be Bren O'Donnell down there getting the action started.
Now Huron will send it back, regroup a little bit. Lots of pressure by the Pioneers, and that forces the out of bounds and the Pioneer possession.
With just under a minute to go here, maybe a little sense of urgency here from the Pioneers trying to get another one in close to the net.
Pioneer with it down low, sending it back. It's going to remain Pioneer possession. Into the circle, there's a shot. Kicked aside by the goalkeeper.
That's the half, folks. Very good game, very well played by both teams.
And with that kick away, that will end the first half here at Huron High School.
And after one half of play, it's Pioneer 0, Huron 0. We'll be back with second half action here on City TV Sports.
Did you know most of your favorite City TV programs are available just a click away? Head to CTN's homepage and follow the video on demand link, and you can watch locally produced television that matters to you. Local news and information, election coverage, community events, and local sports. Check out Community Television Network's Video on Demand. CTN on your schedule.
And you're watching FYI.
Beta Murray played college ball for the University of Michigan and even had offers from the NFL.
The Humane Society of Huron Valley will care for over 10,000 animals this year alone.
This grant is going to go a long way in helping to further the mission of sustainable communities.
You're watching. Why not?
Sunny but a bit breezy. It's a perfect day for a bike ride. But wait, you forgot something important.
Wearing a helmet is the most important factor to minimize injury and even death if a cyclist is involved in any kind of accident. Although it isn't mandatory, it is highly recommended for every cyclist.
Let me ask you a question. What do you value? How about access to your child's education, their football game, their swim meet, their high school musical, their academic future? Does that matter? What about your access to your government, your police, fire, and public safety, parks and recreation activities, state and local officials, the folks you elect to make decisions for your community? Is that worth anything to you? What about your rights, freedom of speech, to communicate your message, to let your voice be heard? That's got to count for something, right? So let me ask you again, what do you value? How about public, educational, and government access television? It belongs to you. Let's keep it that way.
And welcome back for second half action here on City TV Sports. I'm Pete Poirier along with Nick Wisniewski. We are scoreless so far, but we've seen a lot of up and down action and a lot of really good defensive play, Nick.
Yeah, you said it right, Pete, and we've mentioned it throughout that first half. You know, both these teams are playing at a very high skill level. They're both undefeated going into this game, and they're both doing just a great job, their midfielders and their defense, clogging up those passing lanes.
The weather's been perfect, albeit a bit crisp, but doesn't seem to affect the girls down on the field. We've got a great sunset down in the distance right here at River Rat Stadium, or Riverbank Stadium, rather. And we are about to get second half underway.
No, you mentioned the weather, and speaking to head coach Tia Sutton of the Huron River Rats, she mentioned that this was actually perfect weather for field hockey. You know, they're obviously running around quite a bit. Cardiovascular is up pretty high, so a little bit of a cooler weather is ideal for what they want to do. Up in the booth, a little bit chilly, though.
And we are underway. Huron with possession to open the second half.
Huron now moving left to right on your television dial. And Pioneer attacking right to left.
Now Pioneer trying to work the ball down the sideline. Well, play back and forth. This time it's going to go over to the River Rats. A nice intercept by Pioneer. Long pass down the field being fought for in the far corner.
Official Melissa Washburn on the call there.
Well, Pioneer retaining possession. Trying to get a play in front of the net. And that's going to go over the end line. It'll be Huron possession.
16-yard free hit for Huron here.
Another intercept by Pioneer. Intercepted by Huron.
See here, I'm going to their move of trying to change fields. Going from the weak side of the field to the strong side on that attempt. And again, Pete, with all of the sticks are right-handed, technically. The flat side is on the right hand, so the strong side of the field for each team is their right half.
A little prejudiced against left-handers, don't you think, Nick?
Completely, completely.
I don't have any bias in that at all.
Well, Southpaws are kind of a weird folk.
Yeah, they are. Don't you ever forget it. Well, Pioneer with the play. Long pass intercepted, knocked out of bounds. Nice job reversing the stick by Stephanie Terrell. It's happened so fast. It's really difficult to see, but there she was able to move it forward and then back just by twisting the stick to keep the ball on the flat side of the stick, which is the legal way to move the ball forward and back.
And great lingo there, Pete. The reverse the stick. It's not a backhand, obviously. They can't do that with the rounded side. They call it the reverse stick.
Corner of Huron, number 7, Brian O'Donnell.
Huron's attempt intercepted by Pioneer and sent back down the field. Kind of what you'd expect from two highly ranked teams in the state, Nick. Both teams playing really tight on defense and not allowing a sloppy opportunity on offense for the other team.
And again, that's what good teams do in any sport. They cut down on mistakes and try to capitalize where they can.
And really, so far, I really haven't seen too many mistakes by either team allowing easy opportunities as of yet.
No, over and over again so far, we've talked about the high level that these two teams are playing at, and Ann Arbor field hockey really is excellent, and they apparently do have an advantage as the Ann Arbor Recreation does have field hockey outside of their high schools. Starting as early as 3rd grade, girls can go out there and play. And a lot of other cities just don't have that. So when you have those feeder programs working into the high schools, these young ladies have been playing for quite some time.
And these are the results you're seeing on the field.
Yeah, two teams that make it to state finals very often. And a card is being issued for rough play on that tackle. .24:32 to go on that card call. We'll start it up again here with Pioneer.
Huron trying to work it to the strong side of the field once again.
And that went off of the Pioneer defensive stick. We've got a long hit upcoming now. Again, similar to a corner kick, I suppose, but with a self-start right there.
Well, Huron trying to work it into the middle. Nice job on the intercept by the Pioneer defense. Another takeaway by Ammerman. And a whistle on the play.
Now that went off one of the Pioneer defenders' feet. You can't play it with anything other than the flat side of your stick here in field hockey. No feet, no hands, no shoulders, no head, obviously.
Oh, ball into the middle. There's a bouncing shot right in front of the net. Still bouncing around. Looks like the save was made.
Save was made, but a penalty was called on that stick obstruction there.
Oh, here we'll get another opportunity here.
And another penalty corner upcoming for Huron.
And a good job defensively there by Pioneer to take care of that offensive opportunity by the River Rats.
Yeah, again, for lack of a better term, clearing the zone there. I mean, when Huron has that opportunity right in their end and Pioneer just takes it out about 20 yards there, that's all you can ask for from a goaltender's point of view. If I'm a goalie, I don't want that ball coming at me.
Nice opportunity by Yates there, broken up by Pioneer.
It's another advancing penalty on Pioneer. Again, advancing is just when the ball hits anything other than the flat side of the stick.
Another pass intercepted by Pioneer. So that was Molly Thompson over there on the far side playing defense for the Pioneers. Another pickoff by the River Rats.
And another penalty there by Huron. You can't use your body at all to push a player off the ball. Nor can you flip your stick up, flip an opposing player's stick up with your stick. It's got to be
Another
clean.
near attempt there by the River Rats. Ball right in front of the net. And possession will go back to the Pioneers. Now this half offensively, Nick, a little bit better opportunities for the River Rats this time. They've had a couple of close chances. Haven't been able to convert yet.
Yeah,
They're really keeping the Pioneers back on their heels.
They've had some great opportunities, like you mentioned, down on that side. Dominating control so far. With 1947 to go here in this half, they've spent a good chunk of that time down the Pioneer zone. Let's take a look at one of Huron's better scoring opportunities while we're taking a break here.
We get a timeout on the field. Time field.
Got here the ball right in front of the net, bouncing. Looked like the goalkeeper had made the initial save, but ball came loose. Huron, another opportunity, point blank, but could not convert.
Once again, if I'm that goaltender, I don't want that ball coming at me, but she was all over it. She put her body on the line and did a great job of keeping her team in this. I mean, one goal could very easily swing this game. Obviously 0-0 here thus far. And as you know, at the end of the second half, ties are game over. It's just game to end in a tie.
Wouldn't surprise me at all if this game ended in a tie.
can see that Huron huddle.
Both teams getting some instructions on the sideline. Maybe want to change up their strategy just a little bit or try and reinforce the strategy that was planned upon it during the halftime break.
Yeah, every coach will tell you can lead a horse to water, but well, you know the rest. It's just a matter of getting your players to do the rest of that and implement the whole strategy. Again, each timeout is 1.5 minutes long.
Well, Huron breaks the timeout up. There's a look at the Huron faithful in the stands watching this match. Now Pioneer's done. They head back out on the field as well.
And that's Pioneer's second and final timeout of this match. Huron still with 2 in their pocket to be used as they need.
So it seems pretty obvious, Nick, that Pioneer head coach is not real happy with the play thus far in the second half. Again, Huron really carrying the play down in the offensive zone.
And there it is once again. It was a great clear by the keeper, and you know, obviously, like you said, Pioneer can't be happy with that. She's probably having a heart attack on the sideline seeing all these close calls down there.
Yeah, because you kind of got the feeling that once, you know, sooner or later, the River Rats are going to convert and take a 1-0 lead, and that's going to be huge.
Yeah, with all these opportunities that they're getting, you got to think that it's only a matter of time with 18:55 here to go. Again, they've just dominated this offensive zone.
Oh, Molly Thompson will start the play for Pioneer.
You see that little self-start play is what they call that. You know, you don't need to send it off to another player. You can just give it a little quick tap to yourself and then get things moving. Really speeds up the game from what I've been told.
Oh, Huron possession here.
And that'll be another advancing penalty against Pioneer.
In the corner for Huron, number 7, Brianne O'Donnell.
And we'll see number 7, Brianne O'Donnell, once again, starting up the play for the Huron River Rats. Seems like she's been down there quite a bit in the second half.
Well, Pioneer getting in front of those Huron passes. Bouncing ball right near the side of the net. Picked off by Pioneer. And Katie Yates doing a good job down there, down low for the River Rats, but her passes and shots have just not gotten through. Pioneer's been right there to stop it.
Pioneer has been stopping them, but again, fair amount of penalties. That's another obstruction call on Pioneer so far. Got number 5, Leah Davis, down there.
Number 5, Leah.
And there's a goal! Redirected on net, and Huron draws first blood. Oh, no goal. No goal.
No goal.
Obstruction is the call. So no goal for Huron. River Rats thought they had broken the ice, but there was a referee's whistle, and no goal is the call. Here's a replay of that play. Started from out front, down low, and ball in net, but the referee's whistle says player obstruction, no goal.
And Pioneers got to be breathing a huge, huge sigh of relief after that one, because once again they turned away Huron on a free hit like that.
Well, Pioneer moving it to their strong side of the field, getting it over midfield. Well, ball out of bounds. They'll go back to Huron. Intercepted by Pioneer. Pioneer really seeming to liking to try and working it down the sideline. So we've seen pretty much the whole game them stick to the sidelines to move the ball forward.
Yeah, you haven't seen them trying to switch field, which seems to be one of Pioneer's big go-to moves so far. You got to think maybe with 14:44 to go, they might try to change things up a little bit.
Well, then again, maybe not. It's still scoreless. They don't have to do anything desperate to try and get the game even again as of yet. So I think it'll probably be Huron will have to score for, I think, them to try and do something radical to get them out of their game plan. Because so far, at least defensively, everything's worked for the Pioneers. They just have not gotten the opportunities that Huron has in this match.
There's a raised ball off Pioneer there. Oh, off Huron, I'm sorry.
Well, Pioneer with the possession. Sylvia Epstein over there starting the play for the Pioneers. And this hit out of bounds. That's going to go back over to the River Rats on the possession. Well, that went out of bounds. A lot of play along the far sideline. And Pioneer really sticking to their game plan of keeping that ball near the sideline.
Yeah, it definitely seems like they want to play to their strong side, and it's like you said, they're not behind, so why go away from that game plan of staying on your strong side?
Well, and by the same token, you're keeping Huron on their weak side. So it's harder for them to play the ball with their stick on their weak side.
Great call. I see another obstruction call there.
Pioneer will retain possession on the out of bounds.
You see Pioneer just kind of slowly inching forward, like advancing army, really, just getting a few yards here, a few yards there.
Well, sometimes you see this in soccer as the team tries to advance the ball up the field. Quite often they will hit it off a defender out of bounds so they can get the throw in. up the field a little bit more. Then this is what Pioneer is trying to do here on their strong side of the field. Continue moving the possession up the field. The only drawback to that is if you make a mistake, possession is going to go right back to the other team. And in this case, you see here, Huron with possession once again. There's a miss hit there, picked off by Pioneer. And you get the ball far enough down the field, and that's when you start heading towards the center, trying to get your scoring opportunity once you get deep enough down the field. And you see this is what Pioneer's trying to do, and has done it very effectively on this possession.
Absolutely right there, Pete. And if nothing else, at least it's not down in their end, right outside their goal mouth like the first half of this second half was.
And really, the whole middle portion of the game was down in the Pioneer zone.
Absolutely, and coming up on the last 10 minutes of play here, Pioneer probably right where they want to be. I mean, they are advancing, they're getting down there. It's only a matter of time before they feel they get their opportunity. And that was an advancing penalty on Huron this time, inside the striking circle. This will be Pioneer's big opportunity.
In the corner for Pioneer.
You hear those Huron fans with their big defensive support.
And play underway. There's a shot intercepted by Huron. And that's going to be knocked away and out of bounds. Good defensive play there.
Yeah, sacrifice your body, then just clear the zone out.
Now ball on Huron's strong side of the field.
Midfielder Mackenzie Sapp for Pioneer getting things started on that one. We had another obstruction penalty there on Huron.
Epstein with a long pass downfield. Picked up there by Eliza Upton. Ball now over the end line.
And it looks like a penalty was called prior to that crossing pass. Inside the striking circle once again.
Corner Pioneer, number 11, Mallory Thompson.
We've got the penalty corner upcoming for Pioneer. She's lining up. She's got to be just right here.
That pass beyond everyone, so it looks like it's going to be Huron possession. Pioneer would keep possession near midfield.
Was out last touch from Pioneer.
Well, new Pioneer possession.
There's that quick self-start, trying to get that quick attack, trying to keep Huron on their heels.
Oh, Huron over the midfield line. Well, picked off by Pioneer. Well, taken away. Good job there by Hannah Cadway. And just like that, play down deep in the Huron zone.
Yeah, Pioneer had a nice swing there for a moment, trying to get it, press their attack. Huron just switches it right back out. 5:57 to go in the game here.
Yeah, I think right now, Nick, you're not going to see any change in strategy by either team with the score still scoreless. Huron really has no reason to change because they've had the better opportunities of both teams. We'll see if Pioneer sticks to their game plan, working it down the sideline on the strong side of the field.
Yeah, again, Pioneer really they got some opportunities there. You can't say that it's just not working for them. But it just seems like Pioneer absolutely dominated time possession here so far in the second half. But again, with just 5 minutes to go, it could be anybody's game. One big swing either way.
If either team scores a goal, I think that's going to probably be the match, as both teams really doing such a really great job on defense.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be difficult for the other team to try and even it up.
I'd definitely say that's a pretty fair assumption. First team to one wins at this point in the game.
So what you're saying, it's already kind of like sudden death.
I didn't say that, but you know,
to a
I see
degree.
what you're going with there. Yeah.
And the game's not over.
No,
But certainly it'll be
definitely know what you
difficult.
mean.
Bouncing ball.
It'll be a long hit for Huron here, as that one went off the end line off of the defense.
Quick shot there, defended by Pioneer.
And again, you can talk about Pioneer not having a whole lot of scoring opportunities, but you definitely have to give their defense credit here, Pete, because they're not letting any balls in the net.
Absolutely, Nick.
So they're doing their job. I think they're probably just hoping their midfielders and forwards can go on and reciprocate a little bit. We got another obstruction on Pioneer there. 2:50 to go here. Huron's still trying to change the fields again there.
Yeah, ball off the leg of the Huron player, so that's going to go back to Pioneer possession.
Pioneer player with a nice self-start there. Really got things moving here.
Nice job defensively there by Huron, intercepting that pass right in the middle of the field.
And with 1:55 to go here in the second half and in the game, Pioneers right where they want to be. It's out of their zone. They're trying to make a push towards Huron's goal. Another advancing penalty there.
Just a minute and a half left in this match. Well, both players for each team hit the deck. Pioneer gets rewarded with a penalty corner. This could be the match right here, Nick.
Absolutely. The clock ticking down, 1:08 now. Big, big opportunity for Pioneer here.
Play started. The entry pass, a little bit of a whiff there, so it really got out on top kind of slowly. Huron was able to cover up.
At 37 seconds remaining here with play happening right around midfield. You see Pioneer's really going to try to force it down into that zone.
There's a shot, and that sails wide over the end line.
And that went off a defensive stick, so there will be a long hit for Pioneer with 5 seconds to go here.
And that is the game. We end in a scoreless tie. A defensive battle between both of these teams. And we come away with the final 0-0 here from the campus of Huron High School.
And again, Pete, final 0-0, 0-0. But this is the type of match you'd expect from these two teams. Both teams playing at a very high level. Both just great skills on both ends of the field. And it was a good field hockey match here.
I'd like to thank all the people that make this production possible. Our director, Rob Cross. Audio and replay by Dana Denha. CG Ops by Carl McCoy. Our camera guys doing a good job out there in the cold weather. Katsumi Nagai, Paul Sutherland, Josh Smith, and Joe Dinda. And for Nick Wisniewski, this is Pete Poyer. Once again, the final from Riverbank Stadium. It's Pioneer 0 and Huron 0.